Welcome to City on a Hill Gaming, a family-friendly tabletop RPG podcast. Let's meet our players.
Hello, I'm Daniel.
Hi, I'm Grant.
Hi, I'm Peter.
Hi, I'm Greg.
Hey, I'm Shaneen.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
What's up? I'm Ben.
We hope you enjoy our show. Welcome back to City on the Hill Gaming, and welcome live to twitch.tv/City on the Hill Gaming if you're watching this as we do it. We are live for some Level Up Advanced 5th Edition learning time. We're going to do a quick one-shot and make mistakes and get messy and learn things, and that was a terrible rip-off of Miss Frizzle, but I could only remember half the quote when I started it, and I'm going to stick with it. Love that woman. She's fantastic. Got it. And, yeah. So we are live. We are joined this evening by 6 of our 7 players. Daniel had a last-minute complication and was not able to join us this evening. So we have Grant, Andrea, Shaneen, Peter, Greg, and Ben. Greg, whose name apparently for his character is just going to be Ugg. And I love it. Ugnarg. I'm going to say that way too often. Okay, so tonight we're going to be playing some Level Up Advanced 5th Edition, brought to you by the fine folks at Ian Publishing. And this is their sort of Level Up is to 5th Edition as Pathfinder is to 3.5 D&D. Peter, nod your head yes or no if I'm not correct. Mm-hmm. Yay, perfect, good, I thought that was right. So this is what we're going to be using for Season 4, and because I think Greg and Peter are the only ones who have actually used this system prior to now, we're going to be doing this tonight as sort of a play test that you get to sit through and watch me embarrass myself, probably. We'll see what happens. Has Ryan learned how challenge rating works in tabletop RPGs in the last decade? Probably not. Ben's correct, shaking his head no. I probably still haven't gotten that right. It's fine. I even used the guide in the book this time. It may or may not matter. We'll see what happens.
That's what DM fudging is for.
Yeah, it's fine. What? No, she totally didn't have that many hit points when we started this fight. It's fine. So yeah. We're going to put you guys through a little one-shot that I have. Oh, there's my notes. Good. Thought I lost those. That would have been bad. Little one-shot I've written just to kind of play around with the mechanics and see how everything works. Hopefully. Oh, and shout out to whoever at Roll20, roll20.net, has added the character sheets for Level Up Advanced 5e. You have to add all the things as you go, but they're actually very intuitive and seem to kind of autofill certain blanks as you go, and that's awesome. I'm very into it. Hopefully that'll be good for us this season. And yeah, we'll let the players introduce their characters that I made for them, and that they have no choice, even if they don't like them. Except Ben, who got his character rephotoshopped with a hat on it, because sure, why not? That's fine.
Because big floppy hats are fun.
Big floppy hats are fun. Indeed, that's accurate. So, I'm going to move our cameras over here, and we'll meet the players. We'll start with Ugnarg. Ugnarg, say hello.
Yes, hello. I am Greg, and I am playing Ugnarg, our stoic orc from Orkland.
And what class is Ugnarg?
Is a fighter with the gladiator archetype. I can talk sometimes.
Oh, and I should explain, because you got 2 spells because of one of your class features. Or, it may have been class feature, I think it's a heritage. And so
culture, actually.
There you go, thank you.
Oh, yes.
And one of the spells I picked for you totally has a purpose, even though it doesn't sound like it.
Trust me, I know its purpose.
Okay, good. I'm hoping you have the same purpose in mind I have. Because I gave you floating disc. Why did I give you floating disc, Greg?
Oh, it's not for equipment.
No, it's not.
It is so I could walk out without having to walk and take all my praise and cheer.
That is how you enter the arena. On the back of your floating disc. Levitating several feet off the ground to the majesty of your theoretical medieval entrance music and fireworks.
As soon as I saw it, I went, I know why that's there.
Good, I'm glad you figured that out. Because I could have given you real spells that had actual game purpose. but I didn't.
Floating disc is good.
So that's fine. Ben, introduce your floppy-hatted friend.
I am Dovrin Deeptoe, a stone-worthy dwarf hermit adept
Adept
of the
being
exalted athlete.
Adept being the level
monk.
up version of monk.
Yeah. Exalted athlete archetype who has a penchant and affinity for big floppy hats.
Yes.
Because why not?
It's a good floppy hat. I stand by that.
It is.
It's an excellent floppy
It
hat.
is. And I had a friend put that on that screen, on that character, so shout out.
And here's
Awesomeness.
Ugnarg. Thanks to Google image searches for all our character pictures. And thanks to the original artist. You know what? You guys did some really good work, actually. Grant.
Right. So this is Quillane, elf, Eladrin mage. There we go. Which is not going to be terribly different, I suppose, from the character I'll be playing through the rest of the campaign. But
there is that.
Quillane's very fond of fire.
This is accurate. Shaneen.
All right. I am playing Saphira, a Herald champion. She is an elf. And, the Herald is the paladin, not paladin. And she's your typical
Paladin,
fighter
not
for
paladin.
good.
Yes. Love it.
But also maybe a little bit stuck up.
Do you, girl? That's fine. Andrea.
Yes.
Bard time.
I Hilly Fernsong, the halfling bard with the lore master archetype.
Okay.
She is everyone's best friend.
Perfect. And Peter.
I have Elias Wolverine. He is a human godbound hermit cleric with the healer archetype. And this is basically the result of me going to Ryan and saying, I know you're doing pre-gens. Look at this, and this in the book and make me John the Baptist. So
we made him John the Baptist.
What we have here.
Factually accurate statement. Okay, so let me copy all these because we're going to change maps in just a moment. I'm going to bring us back over here. Everybody wave one more time. Hi. And now we're going to disappear from camera until probably the end of stream. We'll see. So, yeah. There we go. And I'm going to mute Zoom and hope that doesn't upset anything. And perfect. Love to see it. Okay, so... time to move maps, methinks. Wait, let me put the versions of you guys with names, because you all have good names. Except Ugnarg, who has a great name. Perfect. Okay, you guys should be on a new map now.
We are indeed.
Yep.
And chat, as you will, as much as possible, because chat will be able to see behind Fog of War. No spoilers, please. And also, thank you. Okay, so, the six of you, let me get my notes, there it is. You've been called together by Lady Marielle and Sir Grelisarin, and they have a request to make of the six of you. So, the local kingdom is been dealing with a lot of bandit issues, and they wish to seek help from a neighboring kingdom, and they would like you to transport an ambassador and a gift of sorts to the neighboring kingdom, solely because basically all of the local guards and militia are currently fighting bandits. So they need someone else to make this delivery for them, and they are hoping you guys would be willing to deliver Ambassador Lakeen and his cart full of stuff and also things as a nice present to hopefully endear themselves? One of those two words,
Endear
maybe both.
themselves.
That works too. That's fine. To the neighboring kingdom in hopes of gaining assistance against said terrible bandit folks who are causing lots of problems. So you have been brought into Sir Grelisarn's mansion because he doesn't have a castle because it's a smaller kingdom. And oh yes, good. The six of you are here. Excellent. So yes, as the note you received has said, I am hoping you will make this delivery for myself and my lady safely to the neighboring kingdom. It is approximately 5 days journey due east. So we hope you can see the ambassador with safe passage if you are willing. You will be compensated, of course.
Well, I was going that way anyways.
Excellent. If I may, and he kind of motions. Somebody steps over. This is the ambassador. The ambassador smiles, huge smile, waves. Welcome. Yes, good to see all of you. Thank you for coming. Hopefully we will travel safely. He looks very concerned. I tell you what, we haven't rolled dice yet. Everybody who wants to, make me an insight check.
And which attribute are we using for that?
Let's go with wisdom.
All right.
And you ask an excellent question, and we should probably explain that because that's something I just learned this week. With this system, with skill checks, it's not necessarily down. Like if I tell you to make an athletics check, it won't always necessarily be strength. That may be determined by other individual skills that will be determined by the time you make the roll. So in this instance, we're just going to use, I believe wisdom is sort of the standard for insight checks. So we'll just use wisdom as normal, and we'll see how everyone does.
Is there an implied text here or what? Because that's one of the specialties that I've got for insight. Doesn't sound like it, but
specialties would be. Oh, well, actually, you know what? Let me look at your sheet to make sure.
It's implied text is the specialty.
Oh, that was something I made up. Good, perfect. I'm glad that came up. So certain class features give you specialties and skills that something very specific about that skill is something you know a lot about. For your mage, I did sort of that when you're doing insight checks, you're looking for, you have an ability to determine underlying meanings in what people are saying that maybe they're not actually saying out loud. So you would get to use your expertise die for that, which I think is probably a good idea. Well, you rolled a 20, so it's probably not necessary.
Oh, that's with the D4.
That's with the D4 for the expertise dice. Okay. So Peter and Grant both got well over 20. This man looks immensely nervous. One might say inordinately nervous, given the circumstances.
I'm gonna walk over and kind of just lean on my staff next to him a little bit and like, what is troubling you? I can see it on your face.
The journey lately has been those roads are very treacherous, we'll say. The bandits have grown in number with their new leader, and it's become quite troubling to travel.
Well, that's probably why we're being sent along then.
I'm very very hopeful.
Clap him on the shoulder like, we'll keep you safe, and if you do get hurt, I'm a very accomplished healer. You won't stay hurt for long.
Oh, good, very good. Yes, excellent. If you all need to make any preparations, we can leave tomorrow. If that's okay. So you guys actually have the rest of the afternoon to sort of explore the village, buy supplies if you need anything. I kind of gave you some very generic things on your character sheets. If there's anything very standard you're missing, 50 more feet of rope, more rations, giant bag of caltrops that I won't regret giving you later, that kind of thing. Just kind of feel free to throw that on there because I did your year just kind of very standard rations, torches, bedroll, etc.
I just picture like this sack that's like XXL caltrops on the side, and it's like the size of a beach ball with all these little pointy ends poking out.
Oh, this seems bad for me. No, Peter, the traps are for me to use on you guys, not you guys to use on me. That seems
Well,
bad.
in any case, Elias is going to go off and um, give a sermon on, compassion and kindness and taking care of one's neighbors on a street corner for a while.
You'll love to see it. I tell you what, because I think you have. I'm pretty sure you have a skill for this.
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
pretty
performance.
sure that
You do.
Yes.
You have performance and
the
persuasion.
Zeal of the Convert might be the one that I want to use here.
Go ahead and use your class ability for that one.
All right. 20 plus 2, and it's an advantage, so I'm rolling twice. 21.
Ah, okay. And Peter, when you get a second, if you can glance at chat, there is actually a question for you in chat on Twitch.
Or will be.
Yes. Down there over
Oh, sorry.
in Twitch chat, OUSAS has asked you a question about the game system.
One moment.
And 21. Excellent. Okay, so you head out to sort of the town square and begin speaking, and you actually draw a crowd of about 20 people, which is about like 20% of the people in this town. So solid. You've gathered a solid amount of attention. If there's anything you'd like to do, now that they've gathered and you've kind of finished your message.
No, not really. I mean, like, I'm basically a prophet kind of a character, and I have a very benign message, so I just want them to go home and treat everyone they interact with better and more compassionately at the end of this. If I accomplish that, I am happy.
You seem to have definitely gotten attention. Absolutely. And you have one gentleman come up to you afterwards. Thank you. Folks like you don't come through this area often.
Well, I will probably be back through here again on my way back, but in the meantime, maybe you can help carry the torch a little bit, huh? Just clap him on the shoulder gently.
It would be welcome to have you back. That made no sense, but I'm going to pretend it did, and I'm going to move on. Okay, so, does anyone else have anything else they want to do before we leave the village? On this totally safe, not remotely suspicious journey.
I want to speak with the ambassador again if I can.
Okay.
Don't worry. With Ugg there, you will be fine. And anything, so do not worry. This is all to spread my name so everybody will say Ugg, Ugg, Ugg.
Really wish I had my camera on right now so everyone could have seen the look on my face when that happened. Ah, you'll love to see it.
You should see the look on my face.
There's also that. Ugh. You have no idea how much you're playing into the thing I have later. Okay, this is gonna be fun. I'm excited about this. He looks at you for a second. He looks, because he has to look up, because you're, I'm assuming, at least 12 to 15 inches taller than him.
At least.
Good, I think. Yes, we'll go with that. Good. Grug, I welcome. Ugg? Uggrug. Ugnarg.
Ugg. Very easy to spell.
Ugg.
I can't, but it is very easy to spell.
Good. I look forward to your accompanying me on this journey and finding you fame, I suppose, somehow through this. Are you a gladiator?
Yes.
Oh.
You're taking me to New City. New fights.
New city, new fights. Interesting.
The champion will be there.
And will be replaced by Ugg, presumably.
Yes.
Good. I think the new bandit queen, I believe she used to be a gladiator of some repute in the local like fighting scene. And in this world, the gladiatorial games are treated kind of more like professional MMA or like professional wrestling is for us, where it's more of a contest and less of a someone may die at the end. It's more of a glory seeking competition.
I mean, if you've got a smaller number of gladiators, if they survive, that's better for business. You can have rematches and stuff.
This is accurate. And Ugg is a fairly well-known gladiator and has won at least one local tournament.
Maybe if I see her, I know her.
You have they gave you, it's a full-size crown, but for Ugg is very small crown. With many small gems in it. Again, full-size gems, but for Ugg, very small gems. And that was your prize for winning that competition. It's called the Queen's Cup. And Ugg is current reigning Queen's Cup champion. Okay, so if you guys have nothing else you want to do, we will fast forward to the next morning. And you all come back to Sir Grelisarin's house. And there's a soldier that greets you out the side. Good morning. Are you ready to set out?
Don't see why not.
I suppose so.
Excellent.
Was last night.
Excellent. He motions, and a carriage rolls up with 2 horses, and Ambassador Lakeen sitting in the back of it, looking less nervous than yesterday. We'll go with less nervous than yesterday. And he is excited's a strong word. Ready is also a strong word. Here. We'll go with here. And ready to be transported. Ugg is also going to ride in the cart. Perfect. Good. Strong
Right up
horses.
next to him.
Yes, right there next to him to make him feel more comfortable. Who wishes to drive the cart? Skill check not required, to be fair. Because I didn't give any of your characters that skill.
I don't have animal handling, so not it.
Self-driving cart.
Yeah.
Newest technology.
Dovrin will drive.
Oh, good.
Turns out you can also take self-driving Ubers, and that terrifies me. Very interesting concept. Okay.
Isn't that technically what a horse
levels,
is?
Yes.
Yeah. Many horses. Hundreds of horses, in fact. All right. So once again, we will be switching maps. Chat, no giveaway, please. Ryan have many secret plans. I mean, absolutely nothing to see here. Okay. And we will move maps now. You guys should be almost exclusively in the dark. Can everyone see approximately where you all are? You're kind of layered on top of each other, but close enough.
Yes.
The party, yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Coulane's been riding like half an Ugg's lap this whole way. So
sure, why not?
Well, it probably takes up half of it, so that works out.
So yeah, you guys begin your journey, and the area you're traveling is actually fairly, I'll say fairly smooth. It's still, medieval fantasy road, not exactly paved well, many potholes, lots of mud.
Lots of ruts.
Not quite Oregon Trail.
Not quite Oregon Trail. There are pathways here. You made your own in Oregon Trail. Man, I missed that original game. So yeah, you guys set forth, and the first day is very, very straightforward. You make it outside of the town. You make it a good distance on your journey, and nothing really seems to come of it. You stop for the first night to camp. Do you want to set watches?
Sure.
Who would like to? I tell you what. You guys don't even
Who
have
has
to.
dark vision?
Yeah, let's answer that question first. Who has dark vision? Because that matters here.
Dovrin definitely does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
I think a fair number of you actually have dark vision, if I'm not
Elias
mistaken.
does not. He's a human.
That is
elf. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he should put instead
Don't
of
even need to
eating
sleep.
gnats and honey, if he ate fireflies and honey.
Was that a Skyrim reference?
No, it was a John the Baptist reference,
Oh,
but it was
I
locusts
thought
and
he was
honey.
making a
Locust.
Skyrim like
Yep, locust,
potion
not
crafting
Yeah.
recipe
No.
joke. Oof.
It was John the Baptist joke.
You think I would have gotten there? I didn't get there.
Yeah.
Because we are a
You of all
Christian
people, I would have
podcast.
expected to get there.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say him saying locust instead would have totally made me get there. It would have not totally made me get there. It's fine. So you guys stop and take your rest. Okay, so everyone make me everyone who's taking a watch, because watches are technically optional, I suppose. Everyone who's taking a watch, make me a perception check using wisdom.
Okay.
So 1d20 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus if you are proficient in perception, which I think almost all of you, but not
I'll
everyone
take
is.
first watch, so
Let's see if you see anything out in the great scary
8. Probably not.
around you. You see lots of
17?
things. Darkness, mostly darkness.
How many of them are useful, Ryan?
You know where the rest of the party is. That's a start.
Fair enough.
You see the campfire.
Mhm.
You see the horses.
Okay,
Also
yeah,
those.
those things are very useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those
Yeah,
still
cool.
exist.
Quillaine's doing his usual meditation, looking over texts, that sort of thing.
Quillane, you and Dovrin definitely both hear some noises. We'll say, Quillane, you not only hear noises, you hear what you think are maybe wolves in the not too distant distance. There appear to be a decent number of them. They don't necessarily appear to be headed toward you, and hearing wolves in night is not necessarily uncommon, but you do sure hear more of them than you'd have expected to.
Big hunt tonight.
And you notice one of them does appear sort of up here in the top right of the area you can see. One of them does actually appear near the edge of the camp and kind of sniff around, looks over at you, seems to mentally calculate how many of you there are, and then just kind of decide that's more than he's interested in, and moves on.
All right. I'll make a note of it and let whoever is next up for watch know about it. But
You know when you see him. I tell you what, make me a nature check. Regular intelligence nature check.
oh, that's good. 12. It's not nothing.
You're not sure what that was, but it's not a wolf. It was wolf-sized and roughly wolf-shaped, but somehow angrier looking. Like mayhaps some kind of warg, which are
Almost
less
pug,
common
but
in this
okay.
area.
All right. Writes down not a pug.
Not a pug, no. Definitely not a pug. Not a chihuahua. Not...
No. We can't rule that out. You said angry.
Oh yeah.
He's not wrong.
That is fair.
Reasonable
Those little
assertion.
things are balls of rage.
Chihuahua, Doberman, German Shepherd, all very similar. Yeah, the rest of the night passes. You hear the occasional howling of a Chihuahua and or wolf, whichever. And yeah.
All right.
Equally
I
as
propose
terrifying.
that we make a quick change here, and these are not wargs, just giant chihuahuas.
Just very large. All right, let me find new pictures. Hold on. Damn, I hate when you guys do this. There aren't even any good Chihuahua Pokemon.
No, of course not.
Frankly, I'm a little surprised by that. Oh, that's a real big Chihuahua. Daggum. Huh. Okay. Oh, it's Pinky. Nice.
Brain.
Pinky is the Chihuahua from Phineas and Ferb. Don't ask me why I remember that, but I'm pretty sure Isabella's Chihuahua's name is Pinky.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had forgotten that.
That's impressive.
It's been a while.
It's a deep character knowledge I apparently hold for Phineas and Ferb. So yeah, the night passes. You get up. The ambassador slept like a baby.
Well, that's good.
He says he dreamed about chihuahuas, which he finds confusing.
That's fair. We didn't see any.
We heard lots, but we didn't see any.
He seems very confused now. But hey, that's run of the mill for here.
Look, man, that yapping carries, okay?
It does. It really does. No offense to anyone in chat who owns a chihuahua. They're not bad dogs.
Oh, no. And let me tell you, a chihuahua mixed with anything makes the cutest dog.
That's true. And there's certainly more viable guard animals than you might think.
Yes.
A lot of aggression in that poundage. A lot of aggression there. Okay. Now that we've offended all the dog owners, we'll move on. Yeah.
Let's offend the fish owners next.
Yes. So everybody gets up, everybody stretches, has their morning rations. You mount everything back up in the cart. And yeah, time to set forth and carry on. You travel for perhaps, we'll say maybe 4 hours. And the road has gotten rougher in patches. It looks like maybe there's been a lot of rain, maybe, or someone's come through and done something. It just looks... It's not as comfortable a ride. We'll say it that way. So everyone make me, we'll say perception checks, still with wisdom, and we shall see what you shall see. I knew I wasn't going to get all the way through that. We'll see what you see on your journey.
Not very much.
22.
I rolled a 7.
Ooh, Ben. Good. Very good. Oh,
I
also
finally
good.
didn't roll a 5.
That's not nothing. Ben, did you roll twice, or is the 5's from earlier? Okay, so
The 22 is this one.
22 is this one. Okay. Oh, it's Ugnar. There we go. Ben and Greg. One of those, you guys continue to move forward, and you're going to see the map change slightly. One of the sort of, that's not remotely what I meant to do. Try that again, and there it is. One of the slightly larger patches of, more distressed looking road, this one here definitely does not look legitimate, I suppose. And I guess
somebody just put in a fake road?
Like someone has definitely, like they brought in a construction team last night and did some heavy work and left a very, very poorly handled area. Like
I went out and filled a pothole with my own concrete.
Like you went out and dug a pothole and put a tarp over top of it. Except the pothole's maybe 7 or 8 feet in diameter. And covered loosely by a tarp and sticks and some dirt.
I would like to walk up ahead of the group. Yeah, I'd like to walk up ahead of the party, and especially the cart, and give it a little bit of inspection.
One would think I would have had you do this before we carried on, but can everyone move their character? Not that you're going to need to do that for any reason anytime soon.
Off the cart, so you can move the cart.
No. Just can you guys actually move your miniatures? Because I should have clarified that sooner. I thought you could, but I wasn't positive. Okay, so everyone who wants to, I guess actually it should just be Ugnarg and Dovrin. If you guys want to investigate.
Yeah, let's play the poke it with a stick game.
Poke it with a stick.
Yep, javelin.
Yep.
Poka.
Investigation. Can I use dexterity to try to I don't know, bounce around it and see if I can poke in things?
See if it does anything? Sure. You can use can use investigation the normal intelligence way, or you can use it with dexterity to poke the stick.
I want to get around and poke it with it, see why it looks weird.
Poke. And yeah,
Shaneen, and I still got a 7.
Still got okay. And yes, we have a raid. That's cool. Shout out to 1Geek411. the podcast Shaneen is a part of. Thank you for the raid. Hi. I think that's Cameron, because I think Cameron was live on Twitch very recently playing Magic the Gathering, which I would have come and thrown a deck at his face if we didn't have this tonight. Because he was playing formats I enjoy, and we would have thrown hands, and by hands I mean expensive pieces of cardboard.
But digital versions.
Potato, yes. And it is would have been a glorious time. Yeah, the Roll20 sheets, I realized as we were about to start that I could not import character sheets. So stats are entirely based on the PDFs you have. And for skills, it'll be 1d20 plus whatever ability modifier you have. So if it's dexterity, whatever your dexterity modifier is. And then plus your proficiency bonus if on your character sheet. It has a little mark next to that skill, which is kind of hard to see, but if the box is checked in to where it's a skill you're proficient in and you get to add your proficiency bonus, and at all times tonight, and probably going forward for most of the season. Peter, if I'm wrong about something, correct me, please.
No, you're right about this.
Because
so,
I like how the confidence you said like this and nothing
your
else.
Skill bonus is proficiency if proficient plus relevant attribute modifier, and then you roll and add that to the roll. So
excellent.
Although the PDF that you had for Shaneen is the Ranger version. I don't know that you ever uploaded the Herald.
I think she found the Herald because I uploaded it on a different name by accident because I wasn't paying attention.
Ew. Okay.
Okay. So Ben and Greg proceed to investigate. This sure is not actual road. This sure is pit trap. Filled with pointy, spiky areas that seem real dangerous for you and also your horses and also your cart. And it was totally
also our important passenger too.
Also your important passenger, and it was very cleverly and well disguised, I promise.
I'm gonna stand in front of it and kind of wave around this way, that way, air traffic controller style.
Okay, yeah. Bring it forward. Bring it forward.
Where did those orange plastic light things come from? Plastic hasn't even been invented yet.
It's
it's like back in a trailer.
You can cast lights, or you can cast fairy fire if you want to direct traffic like that. I realize once again I don't have my camera on.
I'm just picturing like the cart, like beep, beep, beep.
Just bring it back.
You ever tried backing a horse cart?
I've tried backing a U-Haul. That was bad enough. I really want to relish the idea of doing the other. So yeah, you guys will make your way around. I'll tell you what, you guys tell me which way you want to go around it, which way you consider to be more safe.
My vote is this way.
Okay. Excellent. So kind of head to the left as you're looking down at it.
Left's fine.
Okay.
I also think taking the tarp off and using it to cover the wagon might be a good idea to keep the sun off of us.
You're stealing someone's tarp?
That's why you wear big hats like this.
That is why you wear big hats like that. That's true. It's a big benefit of big hat. Okay, so you guys steal their tarp. That's not cool.
Hey man, they were trying to cover a trap. Like we're performing an act of public safety here by taking this tarp away.
Okay, I got you. That's what's happening. Good, strong. I like it. You're clearing the road of hazards.
We're very civically minded here. Okay.
Someone left this perfectly good tarp on top of this perfectly unsafe hole.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now they can see the hole, and we have a tarp. It's a win-win for everybody, except for the people that set the trap.
Precisely. Yeah. And they should be trapping the road anyway, so there.
Everybody knows you find free tarp in the woods, you keep it.
How deep is the hole?
Okay, good.
Somebody finally asked the question, Ryan. Just wanted to ask.
No, I just... Free tarp in the woods, I was just done. It's about 6 feet, give or take 3-foot spikes.
Okay. I have like a burrowing claw thing I can do. So I was wondering if I could kind of like claw more dirt into the hole so it's Not
okay, yeah. Which is a halfling feature.
Mhm.
One of the optional halfling features is claws for digging burrows, I believe.
Badger halfling.
Yes, badger halfling. As you are moving dirt, you notice, you don't even have to roll for this, there appears to be a tunnel in the pit. Kind of over here-ish. There appears to be a very small tunnel that leads... Wait, where's the drawing tool? This... Yes? Whoa, no, don't do that. Okay.
That's all black.
Yep.
Now we have a turn order.
Definitely don't just do whatever you did.
Yeah, definitely don't turn on permanent darkness, which is what I did.
The lights have gone out.
The light's gone away.
Down this hole, you see this. Nothing.
Apologies if this reveals the entire map. No, it doesn't. Good. Okay.
Down this hole, you see a mine shaft. Darkness.
Darkness. The darkness.
Don't worry, I can cast magic missile.
How do I turn off permanent darkness? How did I turn on permanent darkness?
I would think you just
did you reset fog of war? Did you enable lighting?
I did enable lighting. How do I unenable lighting?
You do the opposite of whatever you did.
Dynamic lighting.
So, like, if you're going to switch us to a different map, go to that interface.
There you go. Hey. Whatever it was, that's it.
And then the gear thing for the map that we're on.
That's the whole map now.
Dynamic lighting.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And then never touch it again.
We're gonna hide some things.
Yep, I'm not scrolling.
We see nothing.
You see nothing.
We see nothing.
Perfect. At least we're learning this now, because this is for learning.
Level up, the game of imagination.
Yes, and not looking at the map because the DM revealed everything. Perfect.
First, you roll 20.
Yeah, like I said, secret tunnel.
It's a great virtual tabletop, but it's not completely flawless.
Nope, Ryan clicked buttons. Oh. This is what happens when you work with technology. You poke it till it.
Technology's wonderful until it's not.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, Andrea found a secret tunnel. This has been Roll20 support on a hill.
Wow.
Join us next week for our new podcast, Roll20 support on a hill. Brought to you by the fine folks at Roll20.net.
I'm pretty sure many people would listen to that podcast.
Not a sponsor unless they want to be.
And we will take them.
Yeah, bring it on. So yes. Oh, and thanks. I haven't done this since we started. I should have done this already. Before we explain the secret tunnel. Thanks to the fine folks from Ian Publishing and Peter, because when we kind of started with the process of this being how we were going to play Season 4, they were kind enough to provide us with PDFs of relevant material for free, which was immensely nice of them. So thank you to Ian Publishing and also to Peter for being nice and providing us materials that make this much easier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Link in the description, and by the description, I mean when this goes live. And Peter, if you want to throw relevant links in Twitch chat so people can find Ian Publishing and or these books and or... Because I know they're available in paper in America soon, but not yet.
Yeah, they're
off the
they're
boat.
They're one of about 1 million, billion, trillion, gazillion things that are tied up in the whole supply chain issue. Mm-hmm. So,
but they've reached America, and that's a start.
Yes,
and I'm excited because that means they
They haven't cleared customs yet, but okay,
minor details.
So,
are the PDFs available?
Yes. The PDFs are available on, I believe, DriveThruRPG.
They are indeed, and they are very popular on DriveThruRPG too. So that's been fun.
So buy the PDF and then a ream of paper.
Because I was looking at it.
Actually, you'll need approximately 3 reams of paper because if you add up, I'm not even kidding.
I know.
Total about 1,500 pages between the 3 of them.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Twitch. To comment in our own Twitch chat, I had to accept the Twitch commenting in chat's terms and services just now. Next level, and I respect it. You'll love to see it.
This is the first time you've talked.
This is the first time apparently I've typed in chat with this account, so that's fun. Yes, sorry, secret tunnel. We were doing a thing. I'm focused.
Thingies.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Yes, there appears to be a tunnel that heads... Oh, that's what happened. I tried to tell you which direction the tunnel went, and then darkness. And then immense darkness. The tunnel goes this way, over to your left.
Can I?
General direction.
I like how we've made a distinction between darkness and immense darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Look, if Roll20 is going to make a distinction, I'm going to make a distinction.
That's fair.
They started it. That's not true. I did, but that's fine.
So I have a specialty in tracking.
Yes.
Can I see if they recent tracks in and out of the tunnel? How recent the tunnel has been used?
Sure.
Intelligence or wisdom?
We'll go. Would you rather do investigation or perception? I think it's probably more investigation, so let's go intelligence.
Okay.
Well, you're tracking. Never mind. Wisdom.
Include specialty.
Yeah,
yes. Submit. 19.
Inconceivable darkness. So very much darkness. Yes, there are recent tracks. Perhaps no more than 6 hours old.
Humanoid?
Yes.
Animal?
No.
Humanoid. Okay.
Humanoid, yes. Humanoids.
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 Plural.
At minimum 2. At maximum more than 2.
Can I grab? Do we want to look down this tunnel and explore? How 5 foot high, 2 foot high? Are we crawling in or walking in?
It's bigger.
There is that.
With my...
She could make it bigger as she went.
Well, I was thinking we could pull up the spikes and shove them in the hole and plug the hole.
Oh, with the giant spikes?
No. Here's what we do.
Interesting.
We pull up the spikes and we take them with us because you never know when some sturdy dowel rods will come in handy.
True.
And take some of them, combine them together,
but also,
and make a little ladder.
But also, if you're in the hole and you don't get out of the hole, and your hole's plugged up by spikes that you made, that's discouraging.
I mean, it probably is, yeah.
Technically speaking, yes.
Put all the spikes in the hole so they're pointing in the direction of the hole.
Right, that's what I mean.
Very gingerly, pick them out one at a time.
With a handwritten sign that says, "This wasn't very nice. Please don't do it again."
Yeah. This was bad and you should feel bad.
You should feel bad. How dare you, sir? Okay. So do you guys
Does
actually
your
want
mother
to
know that you're leaving spikes for unsuspecting
right?
travelers?
Do you actually want to de-spike the pit trap?
I would like to de-spike the pit trap.
That wasn't on my list of things to say tonight. There you go.
Yeah, Elias is all about the de-spiking of the pit trap too.
Then anyone who wishes to passive-aggressively de-spike the pit trap, make me.
Excuse me, I am going to self-righteously de-spike the pit trap.
Humor started. It wasn't me. It was me. Okay, anyone who wishes to de-spike a pit trap, make me an athletics check, preferably the strength-based version.
Oh, this is going to go well with my modifier of 8 and my no proficiency.
Yeah.
Uggnarg.
Don't worry.
6.
Ugg will pull them all.
Ugg will in fact move.
Yeah, also 6.
Ugg has to remove spikes from on top of Peter and Ben, who have picked up spikes and then have fallen over under the weight of said spikes and are now trapped under individual spikes.
There's just, I just picture this pile of spikes and this one kind of feeble looking hand sticking out help.
Yes. I love that Haley, Dovran, and Peter, Elias are all pulling on the same one, trying to get it up with 6s.
It
looks like the raising of the flag on Iwo Jima, but it's just trying to get a spike out of the ground.
It's the 3 of you carrying one spike while Ugg carries the other 14 spikes by himself.
Yeah.
Right.
Over one
We got
shoulder.
it. We got our spike.
You guys set it down. You look real confident. Man, there's going to be a lot more of never mind. Good. Strong. Good. Very strong. Much strong.
I figure they
mini
are
spikes.
mini javelins.
Yes. I've armed him. Crap.
Just lean over to whoever happens to be standing near to me. He's very handy to have around.
Is speaking of handy to have around, is someone guarding your transport / companion?
Hopefully, stay with the ambassador. Doing that.
Blade
is move. We're just gonna assume Grant's watching him.
So our passenger wandered off on us.
Some of that, yes.
Okay. He's very confused about what's happening. There's someone at the road department did a poor job, and for some reason you guys have stopped to fix it, and he's really not sure what's going on. So yes. Okay, so you guys spend an hour, I guess. Sure. You guys spend an hour and relocate the pit trap slightly to the west, I guess. And do you want to do anything to make the pit itself more visible to those oncoming this direction, so that no one falls into the now empty pit trap?
Okay, so my idea is let's get like a brightly colored piece of cloth and make a couple like safety flags out of the spikes, like drive the sharp end into the ground and tie safety flags around the entire thing, like completely over-engineered for what it is.
Good. Strong. I like
Honestly,
it.
I was just thinking splash some orange paint on them, set them around on like road cones and call it a day.
Yeah.
Good. Love it. Love to see it.
Are there any small trees?
Yes.
You can plant a tree in the bottom of this.
I'm going to say yes. Yes, there are a number of
trees.
Grant
saying
forest.
yes? Sure, why not?
Because I've seen plenty of places where you just stick a tree in a pothole and call it a day. Like you just take a branch in it, say somebody's going to see the branch, let them drive past it. So I'm going to try to like cut a couple of branches off a tree or a smaller tree and just stick them up so the foliage is visible in the middle of the road.
So now we have a hole that has been despiked that's surrounded by orange cones with flags and a sapling in the middle.
Yep.
I don't think anybody's falling into this thing.
Sounds like a Minecraft map, but okay, good, strong. So you guys take about an hour and clear the pit of traps. Sure, why not? Wow. Okay. You guys never cease to amaze me, truly. You truly never cease to amaze me. Man, that's not in the notes. All right, good.
With this group, I'm surprised you didn't plan for us to refill the hole.
That was what I was trying to do, but then there was a tunnel. So.
She did start filling in the hole. That's true. Perfect. Okay. So you guys finish clearing the pit trap and make your way back out, dust yourselves off, and presumably remount up in the wagon. Well, I mean, dust yourselves off as you wish. And does everyone get back in the wagon, or do you wish to walk alongside the wagon?
I'll probably walk alongside it. I'm getting a little stiff from just being up on this bouncy, uncushioned wooden seat all day.
Dibs on his seat.
I'm still going to stand by the edge. I'm going to stand by the edge of the trap and make sure it knows where the edge of the trap was and
make sure the wheels are safe to walk them around the trap.
Yeah,
good. Andrea, cart, no cart.
I think I'll walk next to it.
Okay, so I'm going to move you guys to around here, and about the time you guys clear the trap, you hear a voice from the left. That was very rude. We spent several hours painstakingly crafting that masterpiece of a trap, and I frankly don't appreciate that. It's deeply disrespectful.
You're welcome.
I'm going to have to ask that you return the tarp first, because how dare you. We're going to be taking all of your gold, including what's in those nice-looking chests. And I'm going to need the lovely gentleman in the purple robe to join us and not you. And out from the woods...
are you in for some disappointment?
You're going to need to clarify which of us in the purple robe you're talking about.
Touché. With the also purple hat.
You are not helping.
He's not wrong. I'm the one who picked the character Maze. That's my fault. I'll own that. From the side, two figures appear. Like I said, all your gold, please. As recompense for destroying our work. The craftsmanship that it truly was. And the lady
Son, you picked the wrong travelers.
The lady
I'm sorry.
standing in front
Do
of
we
you.
need to have a conversation about craftsmanship? Because we could spot your trap from about 30 feet away. Frankly, it's embarrassing.
The guy next to her looks like, yeah, I told her. She didn't listen, but I told her. And she's just like, like I said, all your gold, please. I won't ask again.
I can give you the spikes back.
That's very rude. Very rude. All right.
I'll get them to you as fast as possible.
Airmail.
Like, not as soon as possible, as fast as possible.
The difference matters, trust me. That seems very unsafe. Okay. So, I need you guys to roll initiative. Dexterity-based
You're going to need to pull up the turn tracker first.
Yes, we will open the initiative tracker.
We're using Dex.
And make sure your token is clicked on.
Yes, make sure you click on your token before you type your initiative in. And if not, I will add you guys individually to the order. Because I think I figured out how that worked.
Be 16 here, so that's...
+3, +2.
I got a 19.
Okay.
It's proficiency and Dex, right? Or just Dex?
No, it's just Dex.
Just Dex, there you go.
Just Dex.
This is why I ask Peter questions.
Oof.
Oh, wait. I can do this and that. Good. And then we can just reorder them. Okay, Shaneen has a... Shaneen, you said you had a 17?
A 21.
21. Oh, that's even worse for me. All right, good. And we will presumably leave the ambassador off of the initiative chart. So does anyone have higher than a 21? That sounds like a no to me. Love to see it. Shaneen, you can go first. You spy two bandits.
Yes. All right. I'm going to brandish my sword and leap off the cart and say, "You fools," and give my most imposing of imposing glares.
I've only played tabletop games with Shaneen like 2 times, but every time she has like a power character, and power character Shaneen is my favorite thing. I love it.
Did the 2 disappear?
The who?
Yeah.
The 2
they
bandits on the
did.
left side?
I had to relocate them to add them to the initiative thing. They will return momentarily. Alas, they have returned. Okay. Okay, sorry, Shaneen, what were you doing? You were brandishing a weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
And an imposing glare, that is a combat maneuver.
Okay. Impose away.
All right. So it says choose one hostile creature. So whichever one looks bigger, I guess.
Okay. Fair. And this is... Let me go... what was the name of it again?
Imposing glare.
Imposing glare. And that's a combat maneuver. So let me go to the combat maneuver portion of the PDF and find imposing glare. What are your combat maneuver... Ryan looks at character sheet because Ryan doesn't remember name. Traditions.
Spirited steed and tempered iron.
I believe it's from tempered iron.
It's on
Imposing
page
glare, yes, it's
40.
from tempered iron.
Yeah.
Opposing glare. Okay. For a moment, you unleash your fury, forcing your enemy to hesitate. Choose one hostile creature. If it can see you, it makes a charisma saving throw. That seems bad for me. Or is frightened of you until the end of your next turn. After you've used this maneuver against a creature until the end of combat, it has advantage on saving throws to resist imposing glare because it knows it's already been imposed. Yes, it has been imposed upon previously. Okay, so I need to make a charisma saving throw, which for the more imposing of the two of them would be a total of 16. Shaneen, what is the save DC for your maneuvers?
13.
13. Okay. She is not imposed upon. She just gives you just a single, just Dwayne the Rock Johnson eyebrow raise.
I mean, seems silly, but
Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Yes, he's very silly. Yes. But it was actually, that was a lucky roll from her, frankly. Hilly Fernsong.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast sleep on both of them.
Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. Okay. We will put on enemies to sleep. So you're a bard, so let's go find... sleep, I believe, is a first level spell?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Ryan, are you using the tool site?
I am using the Adventurer's Guide.
Tool site is probably way faster for this.
Noted, I will switch in just a moment.
You send your enemies into a magical slumber, starting with the target with the lowest hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Target within the area fall unconscious in ascending order according to their hit points. Slumbering creatures stay asleep until the spell ends, they take damage, or someone uses an action to physically wake them. As each target falls asleep, subtract its hit points from the total before moving on to the next target. The target's hit points must be equal or less than the total remaining for the spell to have any effect. If the spell puts no creatures to sleep, the creature in the area with the lowest hit point total is rattled, which means it can't benefit from expertise dice until the beginning of its next turn. Constructs and undead are not affected by this spell.
So you use up the pool of hit points until
and it's
you've...
4d10 hit points worth of creatures.
Okay, Andrea, if you will, roll 4d10, please. And we will see how many hit points of creatures you force to slumber. 24. Okay. And it starts with, I believe, Peter, you said it starts with the lowest hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That definitely puts bandit number 1 to sleep. That definitely does not put her to sleep. I don't know why I'm using the alarm clock picture, but that means he's asleep now.
Hey, that'll work.
Yep. So he yawns and physically lays down on the ground and curls up in a ball. Elias.
Wow, when you've had a long day, look, apparently.
That's all that time digging a hole.
Yeah, pit trap digging is tiring work. Peter, your turn.
I'm going to try using Hold Person on her, actually.
Okay.
So that is a DC 13 save. Let me double check what the... DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
I got an 8, which is not remotely 13.
She is paralyzed for the next minute.
That seems bad for me. Okay. And this was Hold Person.
One's asleep, one's paralyzed.
Everything's fine, I promise. Hold Person indeed. Okay. And well,
I would like to remind you that you gave me this spell.
Mm-hmm. These are all my choices, unfortunately. Sure, paralyzed. We'll go with that symbol. Is that your only action, sir?
It is indeed.
Excellent. Grant.
I'm going to go ahead and cast a sleep spell because that seems fun.
Sleep try 2. Now, I will note you, one of them is held and the other one is already asleep.
Great.
Perfect.
Then I don't need to work on the other one.
All the hit points towards 1 of sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. So
4d10 tired.
Yeah, just going to go ahead and roll 4d10. 16.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That's
okay.
Pretty low roll.
Does Quillane have any other actions?
Maybe casually shift to the other side of the cart.
Casually shift away. Ugnarg.
You're saying she. Does this happen to be the former gladiator?
You do not recognize this woman remotely. Okay. Nor does she particularly look like a gladiator.
Just has a lot of hit points, though.
That's unrelated. Entirely unrelated, I promise. If she remains asleep, she's not going to use any of those hit points anyway, so I'm not...
Oh, I thought he was asleep.
Well, she's paralyzed.
Oh, shit, sorry, she's paralyzed.
She's held.
The other one's asleep, yeah.
He's asleep, she's held.
Correct.
So
neither of those may become necessary at any point.
You know, she wanted the tart back. I think she should have the tart back. Just kind of cover her
like
with
where
the
your
tarp.
brain's at.
Cover her in the tarp, and I got some rope.
I'm just gonna do a bandit burrito while she's paralyzed.
And Dorito. Oh, I have so many concerns. Okay. Make me looks at character sheet with concern.
Survival, probably.
Sure. Survival check with...
How would you like me to
dexterity?
I was going to say strength. Either one's fine. Sure, dexterity.
I like strength, but
I know you do. I know what the character looks like. Make a survival check with strength. Sure, why not? Yes, 22. Good.
That is one tied up bandit.
Bandit burrito. Bandito. Bandrito? Waparito.
All right, so my next question is, are there proper authorities like on the other end of this trip that we can hand these bandits over to? Because my inclination is to tie up the other one and throw them both in the back of the cart and just deliver them to the authorities when we get there.
Yes. We'll say yes. Because why not?
I'm going to sit back there and I'm going to very gently and kindly lecture them the entire way to our destination.
Okay.
I think Ugg would just set on
Captive
them.
audience, indeed.
I've made my choices and I stand by them. Daggum. Okay, about the time you put the two of them in the back of the cart, now I will note that eventually bandit number 1 will wake up.
I'm going to, on my turn, we will be tied up, and I am stripping him of his weapons.
Okay.
And if we can get to her weapons, I'm going to strip her weapons too.
Her weapons are ingredients inside the
burrito also.
But I'm sure it'll be fine. Yep, strong. Love to see it. Okay, about the time you put them in the back of the cart, you do hear the sound of someone running away from over in this opposite direction. Potentially multiple people running away.
Bye.
Nobody wants to be burritos, I guess.
No. How long does sleep last for? No reason.
1 minute.
1 minute, yeah.
And Peter, how long does...
Also a minute.
Thank you. Got it. I mean, they're tied up, so it totally, absolutely doesn't matter in the slightest, I'm sure. But just for my own edification, and since they're now making this journey with us...
I think they're also now in the cart.
Okay, you guys move forward past the pit and continue on until evening. I assume everyone is taking watches to maintain the safety of everyone involved, including the burrito.
Yeah, I will take it upon myself to make sure that these people get food and water and have their basic needs met. I'll grab like a not too like lumpy and hard sack of something for them to use as a pillow and evening comes around and stuff. Like they're not going to be released, but they're not going to be treated in any way inhumanely either.
Bandit 1 seems surprisingly comfortable and appreciative.
And the burrito probably is.
She's less excited.
I figured it would feel like one of those weighted blankets, kind of comforting and
soothing, relaxing.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Especially whenever they're riding in the back of the cart and there's an orc setting on them.
Bandit Rito for a better night's sleep. Okay, good. All right. Whoever's taking watches, roll perception. Wisdom, please.
Let's see if I can not get a 6 this time, or 5, or whatever it was I had before. I think they were 5. I think they were actually
20. There's a 16. Somebody with no particularly strong bonuses towards that. I've been happy with those rolls so far tonight.
Well, it wasn't a 6.
Yes, it was 10 times, or well, no, not 10 times, just 10 more than a 6.
And
oh no, not mine.
Grant,
if he could roll a 60 on a d20, I'd be frightened.
Mine was the other.
If you roll a 60 on 3d20, I'm still going to be really impressed. Grant, you did tell them about the wargs, the large knot wolves, whatever they end up being, because apparently that's variable now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, our jokes aside, Quillane, I'm sure, is I have no doubt Quillane's as responsible a person as any other character I play.
Okay, good.
Way to put that.
There's a vote of confidence.
A lot of flashbacks to Trather that I really don't know what to do with. In this moment, we're going to move on. You guys spend the night. There sure are a lot of large, non-wolf-like creatures in this area who sure do come poking around your camp every couple of hours. Thanks for listening to City on a Hill Gaming. For more information, you can find us on Twitter at City on a Hill Game, on Instagram at City on a Hill Gaming, on Twitch at twitch.tv/City on a Hill Gaming, or wherever you listen to podcasts by searching for City on a Hill Gaming. If you want to hear more from the Saving the Game folks, you can find their backlog of episodes at stgcast.org. Thanks as always to our Patreon backers, Stephanie, Ryan, Brian, Doug, Andrew, Christina, Ashley, Joanne, and Tony. We really appreciate everything you guys do to support the show. Thanks for listening, and have a blessed day. Sound check time. Ben.
Yeah, these are words. I'm saying the words.
Ben has indeed said words on a new microphone. Yay for words on a new microphone.
Pretty wordinage.
Greg, also words, please, thank you.
Really is good.
Okay, strong. Love to see it. Shaneen.
Yes, I have nothing near me to read, so saying words.
Saying also the words. Perfect. Andrea.
Hello.
Those are, in fact, words. Good.
With one, yes.
Strong start. Close enough.
A word.
That is, in fact, a word. Peter. How about words from Peter?
I've been kind of snarking this whole time, so I know you can hear me.
This is the time where I remember I'm supposed to look at audio meters when we do this and not just enjoy it.
Blah, 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 blah.
I don't have anything specific to read out, but I do want to plug a local author who we've picked up fairly recently. Actually, a pair, married couple, Jacob and HP Holo. I've been very much enjoying HP Holo's Monster Punk Horizon series, which is my first foray into game lit. It's based off, based off is not the right word, very heavily inspired by the Monster Hunter series, but with some other stuff thrown in. And is really quite fun and inventive. I've been very much enjoying that. And after I finish that, I've got Jacob Holo's The Dragons of Jupiter, which is a hard sci-fi book to get into. So very cool stuff. Strong recommend.
Love it.